Human rights versus religious liberty. HB 757, Georgia's Religious Liberty Bill. Public policy which echoes sections of laws passed by adjoining states, each a reaction of the Supreme Court ruling that states cannot find gay marriage unconstitutional. HB 757 began as the Pastor Protection Act, which wanted to guarantee that pastors did not have to perform same-sex marriages. This law was going to be more symbolic than reforming, as pastors are not required to perform same-sex marriages. Additions to the bill were added, which said that religious institutions, people, and schools could now do several things to protect their faith against the higher court's ruling for same-sex marriage. A gay person can be fired, not hired, not allowed to rent church space, and denied charitable services because they are gay. It is because the supporters of HB 757 say that their religion is under attack that they believe that this law should be passed. A community stakeholder for the supporters, the Georgia Baptist Mission Board, has over 1 million members. They have been the driving force behind pushing for this legislation in Georgia for the past 2 years. This organization was nearly successful. After winning landslide victories through the House and Senate, HB 757 was presented to Governor Deal, who had some tough choices to make. On both sides of the debate over Georgia's religious liberty bill were passionate people seeking what they believed was best for their state. Representative Carla Jenner of Avondale Estates saw this law as being tantamount to her being seen as a second-class citizen by her own government, the one she served. To the millions of members in the Baptist Mission Board, it is one of the grasp of traditional lifestyle being the default of a people who felt discriminated against because they could not practice their religion to the point of discrimination. Each side was engaged in a yelling match of rights and discrimination to the governor's ears. What swayed his decision to veto HB 757 came from the standpoint of economics. Corporations which are crucial to the continued economic growth of Georgia, including the filming industry, would be negatively impacted by this legislation becoming law. Apple, Microsoft, Sony, Home Depot, Delta, just to name a few, came out publicly against Georgia's religious liberty bill. The economic impact, just in the amount of revenue lost from canceled conventions and venues, would be around $2 billion. My personal reflection on this bill is that it amounts to legalized discrimination. I believe firmly that in a society you cannot have full religious liberty and equal human rights.